Fellas, some of you younger guys really need to hear this right now. And I know a lot of you older guys already know this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's an absolutely essential message in the absolute clown world that we live in right now. You're a man. You're not a woman. You're not gay. You're not trans. You're not bisexual. You're not pansexual. Work a real job. Get around some real men. Do manual labor. Do something difficult. I promise any gender confusion leaves your body the moment you lift some heavy weight. Scientifically, it increases your testosterone. There are only two genders and you're the man one, so act like one. You were made to conquer. The Bible says you were made to rule. You were made to f shit up. You were made to do the difficult thing. You were made to do the hard thing. You were made to get married. You were made to have kids. You were made to work hard enough to support a family and sit on a park bench while you watch your kids play one day. You were made to die in a hospital bed one day surrounded by your loved ones. You can't have loved ones if you never have kids. You were made to be brave. You were made to be loyal. And in the very bottom of you, I know these things exist in you. When somebody needs to be brave enough to run headlong into danger and possibly get killed, do they send a woman? Do they send a lady boy? No, they send a man. When they need someone to explore the icy north and spend 40 days at sea catching rare sea life in the most dangerous conditions imaginable, do they send somebody who is confused about their sexuality? No, they send a man. Women are meant to be at home in a safe and comfortable environment so that they can tend to the children. Men are meant to go out into the rain and the cold and the mud to bring home money to let that home happen. The number one most important thing in your life is to have a relationship with God, but number two behind that for you non-religious folks is to be a man and have a family. Every road in every country was built by men. Every bridge and skyscraper was built by men. Every car, every vehicle, every machine was designed by a man. And here's the thing I need you guys to realize. This is your world. So why are we acting like we don't run this shit? Why have we allowed liberal women and DEI initiatives to infect the workplace? Why have we continued to allow gay femboy trash in video games? Why have we continued to buy and allow woke video games when everybody knows that the golden age of video games is when they were masculine 20 years ago? There's two big reasons for all of this. Number one, we've been betrayed by our own. We have been betrayed by gay, beta cuck, liberal men. Do not trust men who won't look you in the eyes. If a guy ever tells you he thinks men and women should always split the check, he's a soft man. If a guy ever tells you he thinks it's the woman's job to lead the household just as much as the man, he's a beta. If a guy ever lets his wife drive, he is sus. The problem is when we give these men, these beta men, positions of power and follow them rather than letting masculinity lead. I read an interesting stat the other day. Did you know that 90% of the women around the world, regardless of their religion, culture, or color, 90% of women around the world agree that men should plan the first date? Do you know why this is? It's because whether you believe in God or not, you know in your heart that men are made to lead and women are made to follow. And the reason our culture is the complete dumpster fire that it is today is because masculinity is getting called toxic right now. Femininity is prized in our culture today. Confusion gets a medal. Being trans is prized and celebrated. Being gay is prized and celebrated. Being weird gets you a pat on the back. None of this stuff is good. None of it should be celebrated. In fact, it's wrong. Random fact. Did you know the Bible commands men to act like men and women to act like women? Pretty cool. The patriarchy was good. We live in a matriarchy now, and people wonder why everything is trash now. It's time to be a man. We need masculine men. Seek out role models. Seek out dads. Seek out men who don't drive Priuses. Seek out men who lay down their lives for their families and their friends. Seek out manly men to show you how to live. And I want to close here by giving you just a couple other random thoughts. Number one, if you're under 18 and addicted to video games, what the heck are you doing? Get out of the house, dude. You're in the prime of your life. It's time to go do something. Get off the video games. Go do something with your life. I'm on video games now because I'm 41, I'm married, and I have a kid, and I'm stuck at the house. Can't really do anything else. But dude, if you're 18 and stuck at the house addicted to video games, like, dude, if you're 18, you are in the prime of your life. It's time to get out there and do something. Number 2, if you're addicted to porn, stop it. Porn makes you weak. It breaks your spirit. It's disgusting. It makes you pay for loose women online who don't deserve your money. Porn saps you of your strength. Number 3, if you're over 18 still living at home, get out of there, dude. It's time to grow up. You need to have your own place. You need to make your own way. God made you to conquer and be a badass. You will never be a badass living at home with mom and dad. Number 4, if you're single, ask that girl out. Women are not immoral. You've just been looking at women on the internet and you think that they're all like that. If you live in a small town or you go to church, I guarantee you will find a trad wife pretty easily, but most of them aren't on Instagram flaunting their bodies. I met my trad wife at church. She takes care of our baby and makes me food. It's great. They exist. Number 6, if you're married, you probably don't need any advice from me. Keep grinding, brother. Find some men to get around to share what's going on. Only 18 more years and we're free. Children are the greatest blessing in this life, so have lots of them. Find out what they're teaching your kids at school and make sure it agrees with your values. You've probably heard the story of Adam and Eve, and I like this quote about that. Adam remained silent when he should have spoken. Our society is falling apart because dads quit speaking, because dads are no longer present, because dads are sitting on YouTube on their phones watching videos while their families fall apart. To be a father is to aggressively care about your family. Number 7, if you don't know what to do with your life, bro, just do something. You're young. Just try something, man. The absolute worst you can do is never leave the house and just be a turd and play video games all day. I hope your parents kick you out if you live like that. All right, boys, so in closing, just remember society hates us right now, but we run society. So we don't really have to take it anymore. Promote men, follow men, honor men, lift men up. Never turn on each other. Don't act like a woman. Men are natural leaders, women are natural followers, and society only works when men are in charge. All right, guys, I'm out.